Gemini! Welcome to my channel. This is Starchaeology Tarot. The cars are freaking out that you're here right now. Everyone celebrate! It's Gemini's April tarot reading. I mean, what did I say? People are freaking out, Gemini, myself included. It is such an honor to get to connect with you today at this precise moment that we are connecting, whenever that is. It's the right moment. I want to deliver some messages to you guys today. This is good for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for April that will best align you with your highest self, your highest path, your highest good. What are the messages? Ace of Swords just flew out, Gemini. What are the messages for Gemini? I want to call in source, call in spirit, call in the guides of every single member of this chosen collective today. Call in angels, archangels, ascended masters. We are looking for messages today to help us, to help Gemini. What are the most important, resonant, relevant, and helpful messages for Gemini today? Some of this will resonate, Gemini, some of it will not. It's meant for different members of the collective, so please be gracious and just take what's yours. What is meant for Gemini? What are the messages for Gemini today? Gemini. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Comedy comes in threes, guys. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords. We got one of every single suit. That is cool. Gemini. Gemini, you have this month, you have sacrificed and compromised a lot to get to where you are this month, Gemini. You're experiencing rewards. The fruits of your labors, you're really seeing with that 9 of Pentacles. I'm seeing though that it's bittersweet because the obstacle here from like you really enjoying and embracing those things is this grief. There's some 5 of Cups grief here, grieving a loss, grieving. If it's not a loss, it's just, it's a painful event. No, I'm really hearing there's a loss there. I think that even for those of you who don't think of this, the pain that you're feeling this month as a loss, I challenge you to frame it with the terminology of loss. Frame it through the lens of loss. If something happened to you, what did you lose in this experience? Whether it was confidence, whether it was trust, loss can be something that isn't physical. And I do see that happening for you in a way that is just really at odds with this 9 of Pentacles, abundance and success, and just like being able to just revel in the win that you have this month. You really do. You are experiencing real abundance and wins this month. It's interesting though, because I think that the grief that you're feeling is extremely necessary for you to feel. In fact, I'm seeing it as clarifying, purifying, even for some of you. it could be that this is grief from compromising, from a compromise that you made in the past to get to the success that you have now. And you kind of swept it under the rug after you compromised that thing, after you sacrificed that thing. And now, it's only now that you reap the rewards, that you're able to really process what you lost and really grieve and mourn what you lost, even if it was something that you had to lose for the best, which it likely was. We still have to mourn things, the loss of things that don't have a place in our lives anymore. We still have to mourn things sometimes that weren't good for us. We still have to grieve those things. And whether it was good or it wasn't good for you, there is grief that needs to happen. And in that grief is clarifying. That grief is actually providing you some mental clarity that you may not have had up until this point. It's actually releasing energy so that there's more mental, you're going to have more mental space once you move through this grief, once you move through this mourning. I see that the grief was almost like sucking mental energy from you, so that your space to create, your space to have new ideas, your space to make decisions was extremely handicapped before. And this is like an unhandicapping of that mental ability. So how do you move through this grief? How do you reconcile the mourning that you may be feeling with the success that you're experiencing this month? Because these things are very at odds with each other. It's kind of a strange limbo that some of you might find yourself in. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Fascinating. The advice is Two of Wands. I think what is really important is to get serious, Gemini, about what it is you want, and let your grief inform what it is you want. So many of us think about any kind of shadow work, any kind of shadow emotions as being something that is happening to us, not a tool. And emotions like grief can be incredibly powerful tools. For you, it's a powerful tool to crystallize not only what you believe about yourself or believe about, I think, job, career, house, money, things that things in the realm of pentacles, but to also crystallize what it is that you want moving forward, where you want to go, what is your life purpose, what's your mission here. It makes sense that this is coming up too, because after you've achieved something, maybe you've achieved a goal, that creates space to then have a new goal. And it's a great time to really check in with yourself and see, like, okay, do I want to keep moving along this path? Or did achieving this goal actually show me that I'm at the end here? I don't need to go further than this. I don't want to go further than this. If anything, it's woken me up to something new that's important to me, something different, something more important. It's reframed my life in some way. I see that Two of Wands as being a portal for you, a portal that you really can step through, but it starts with you being really specific about what it is that you feel drawn to, and getting in touch what you actually feel drawn to, what you actually desire. Because I think that your grief has I'm going to say everything up until this point has made that incredibly foggy for you. It's been very, very hard to think clearly what you value, what you believe, but then also what you feel you want. The way that you will move, it's like these things help each other. The grief is helping to crystallize and refine your desires, but then also taking time to consciously figure out what it is that you want and really meditate on that, journal about it, talk about it with people, consciously be like, I want to do something about this. I don't want it just to I'm not expecting this to just come to me randomly. I want to figure this out. I want to really make a pros and cons list about my path or about this job or what it is and figure out is this what I want? Getting clear about what it is that you want also helps you move through the grief. I see these things as helping each other. And then all of this leads to a new idea, a big decision that you may be making, like a lightning bolt. So that's where the lightning bolt comes in. That's where something happens to you. But it starts with you getting clear about your desires. You don't have to figure out the how. You don't have to figure out the next steps. You don't have to figure out the path. You just need to figure out what it is that you want. Then, when you're able to do that, when that informs, helps you move through the grief, and helps you reconcile these things, these parts of yourself that are at odds with each other in April, that's when the lightning is going to strike. That's when you're going to have a really clear idea of what you want to, of what you're going to do to make this Two of Wands desire happen. How you're going to walk through that portal, how you're going to, make sure a door opens for you and walk through that door. You're going to have mental clarity about it. You're going to make a very big decision. I'm seeing a potential for a big decision for yourself that is really going to redirect you, if you have strayed at all, to your, or let's say realign you to your mission in life, to your deepest desires and goals. It's pretty cool, Gemini. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you in your life, so feel free to comment below. If you are not a patron, check out my Patreon in the link below. You can support me for just a few dollars a month, and that goes so far for me. I am trying to support you guys as thoroughly as possible. I want to be doing readings for you every single day. Right now, I don't have the resources to make that happen, but I hopefully can someday with your help. So please consider that, so that I can make longer readings, more detailed readings, more thematic readings, varied, diverse, a wider range of types of readings. I want to be doing all that. So if you want to support that work in whatever way you can, please check out my Patreon below. And regardless of whether or not you want to become a patron, please like and subscribe. That helps a lot too. Even better, share this channel with someone who is struggling right now. I do this to help people who are struggling. I do this to help people who feel powerless regain some of their own power over their own life. So if you know someone who needs that kind of boost, who really needs someone to tell them that things are going to be okay and this is how, and it's up to them, please, or it's in their hands, that's what a powerful thing. Please share this with them. I am rooting for you, Gemini, as always. I love you very much, and I'll see you next time.